Good morning and welcome to day 19. This is Angel's house. We stayed in the upstairs. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds in one room and 2 beds in a private room. Oh look, they have one of these orange plant trees too. The orange flowers that I saw yesterday. I still don't know what it's called. Just nice little flowers on the table. Anyway, we're going about 29 kilometers today. And today we finally run into the trail we took from Paris 5 years ago. So yeah, we're really looking forward to that. Yeah, if you read my posts, yeah, not so much. Oh, there's another one of the orange plants. Because where all the trails come together, the 3 major routes that come through France, yeah, it goes right up the side of a mountain. The morning has started out gloomy again, but it didn't rain overnight. Marco was complaining this morning that he really wished it would clear up so we could see the Pyrenees. Well, we're going to get our first glimpse over here. Hopefully you can see them, but I mean I can see them. We'll zoom in on them. They're back there with the snow on top. Yeah, that's actually a peak right there if it's coming into focus. Let's see if we can get that a little better. Yeah, that's awesome. Marco will be happy this morning. Almost as quickly as we have seen the Pyrenees, they're now gone. Not because they've gone anywhere, but because we have. We're now in the woods. But it looks like they've been working on this road here. I mean, this is the trail. It's not actually a road according to the map, but maybe it got really messy, and definitely looks like they've come through and done something to it, because it's not too muddy and it's actually relatively flat. So we're happy about that for the first day, really off of a main road surface. Though that right there is kind of ugly, but we don't have to walk there. We'll walk over here. I mean, you know the sign says Randonnage GR65, but that sign looks more like the one they have on the I-5 coming up from San Diego, because you know they just think people are crossing the border and dragging their kids along with them. Sorry to laugh, but yeah, it's hilarious, because randonneurs usually aren't dragging kids like that. They kind of have backpacks on, some of them have sticks, but hey, it's France. They got us on this trail now that's on the side of a road. It's a nice little trail they built. It's a cool old farm over there. But what I really wanted to show you is this house over here. I'm going to take a picture of it. The roof needs a little work, but the rest of it, man, that's gorgeous. Whew. Still a little gloomy, but it's getting brighter out there. But in the distance, yeah, you can see outlines of mountains. And over here you can see even more, but more just outlines and some high clouds. And yeah. Whew. We're on this dirt road right now, and it hasn't been so bad. Not too much mud, a couple of puddles, but you know, nothing we haven't seen more of so far this year. On record, the rainiest month of June in recorded history for southern France. So we're slowly walking up this hill. It's kind of got run off. We've got shelf rock going up, so it's not so bad, but there's the biggest worm. I mean, this is my hand, and that's the worm. I mean, it's as thick as my finger. I'm not going to touch it, but that is the biggest earthworm I've seen since the movie Tremors. It's got to be 1.5 feet long right now. That's wild. So coming up this muddy mess has been quite an ordeal, because we're going uphill. Rob fell once, and we don't know what we look like on the backside where we fell, but we're getting a great view right now, so we thought we'd stop and show it to you. But yeah, this is ugly mess. So the trails have finally come together. I don't know how we missed Gibraltar. Well, we were worried about the muddy mess we were in, but we remember this hill. We're about halfway up it now, and once we get to the top, we know there's a chapel with some water. Thankfully, there is not a lot of sun. The last time I did this hill, it was blazing sun. I think it took me 45 minutes just to get up it, and it's only about 2 kilometers from here to the top. I know it doesn't look terrible, but trust me, it gets steep up there. What's going to be really cool though, is we're going to get a much better view than this once we're at the top. So this time we approached this hill from the valley over there. Last time we actually came down that hill to the lowest point there before heading up this way. That we remember. It's probably why we had such a good view of it last time, and this time all of a sudden, whoop, There it is. So we've made it to the top. There's the little chapel at the top of the mountain. Oh yeah, that was a good workout. Thank you, Lord, for that. Oh look, there's a picture over there. You know, one of those, what do they call them? Things that tell you where you are, what you're looking at. Yeah, let's go look at that. And then we'll show you the view. Then we'll go back and get some water. Looks really nice out there. Pretty high up. Not as high as most people will be in a couple days, but, and when I say high in a couple days, yeah, I mean up. All right, what is this thing called? You know, it shows you what all the peaks are that we just saw off in the distance. Yep, still can't remember. So once again, we're a little off-piste in the woods because the trail was really unpassable unless we took off our shoes and our socks and then had a way to clean off after walking through, you know, yards and yards of mud. What we're hoping is we can find our way back to it though, because the woods aren't so bad. We have GPS, we know roughly which way we need to go. Roughly. Not exactly how long we were in the woods that time, but we finally made it out. And we're a little scratched up again. Here's a bunch of prickers. We had to scale this barbed wire fence, but most of the, you know, damage is from prickers and other junk. Yeah, but, you know, we'll live. It's just a little blood. Thank goodness there's not a lot of flies around here like last time. Got about, I don't know, a mile and a half to go. We've pretty much had it all today. We've had the sun, which we have right now. We've had clouds. We've had rain. We've had mud. Rain enough to have to get out the sweat box. We've had water on the trail. It's now surprisingly dry. I don't know how that happened. Well, the sun that just hid behind that cloud. That's how that happened. And we had off-piste through the prickers. I mean, all in one day. We also got a great view. Now, we're not seeing all the mountains because, you know, we're so close to these foothills, but overall, not a bad day, number 19. Not exactly sure when this started, but Rob's been doing it for years now and have never shown you. You know, you see all these, you know, brush, weeds, stuff on the side of the road. Every now and then we reach down and try to grab one and then, you know, throw it like a spear. Yeah, I know. Like we have nothing to do with our time. Anyway, every now and then we find one like this, that when we pull it out, we don't break it. It's got a lot on the end of it, and, you know, we don't know how well this is going to work. But when you throw it, it flies awesome. That was one of the best ones of like ever. Under the wonderful light of the sun, our goal is finally in view. Actually, that's not exactly our goal. We have to go about 0.8 kilometers farther. I think you can see it way out there, like in the middle somewhere. It's past the town, almost a kilometer. And well, our first goal would be to go by the church and get some water because we just ran out like 50 yards back. Well, 50 meters back since we're in Europe. So we could use a little bit of water. The sun's been warm ever since we came out of those woods, muddy, junky stuff. So we made it up to the sheep. And they have some little kitties. I mean, these are pretty little guys. What's up? Yeah, look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4,